You're watching Pyro Media Network.
Mentally feel like Kobe, I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me, I don't care if you push it 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats, circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's a reach. We ready.
Hello, Pyro Media family. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience with us is fruitful. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. And we do hope you consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
Don't you bring no bullshit in here. 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 Bring no bullshit in here. Bring no bullshit in here. Yeah.
Grand Rising Kings, Queens, and the entire spectrum in between. It is your boy Kwame, joined by my light-skinned sister from another mister, the gorgeous, the one and only Ramona Atkins.
Hi.
What's up, Bill?
Happy Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day to you as well. Happy Hump Day to you as well. And happy Hump Day to all of the Pyromaniacs, Pyro fam, and everybody Loletha watching. We appreciate you for joining, whether you're watching live or on the replay or on Bullet and Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian and inspirational radio station in the world. Shout out to the pilots over there. Thank you so much for supporting. Good morning, Grand Rising to you, Michaela. What is going on, Felicia? How you doing?
Hey, Felicia. Hey, Fifi.
Thank you guys for coming on in. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And on the way in and out, please go ahead and make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. It does help the algorithm. And you get to join the Pyro fam. Yes.
And shout out to my Facebook people.
Shout out to Mona's Facebook. What's going on, Mona's Facebook? Make sure you guys hit them stars and badges, whatever y'all do on the Instagram or on the Instagrams and the Facebooks, the Book of Faces. And shout out to everybody over there on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching as well. Appreciate you. Shout out to you guys. And let's see. Cupcake is in the building. What is going on, Queen? How you doing? Mona Wong Kim. Hey, girl.
Hey, Company Cakes.
I like that. What do you mean why I sound like that? What do you sound like what? You know what? I'm not dealing with her. She likes to start mess. I'm not even gonna give her any energy at all today. I love you, Cupcake. I hope you had a wonderful evening. I did. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let's move on. Welcome everybody, Loletha, and thank you to all of our mods. Appreciate you guys, and thank you so much. Why your face so red? What you mean why my face so red? My face is not red. Is it red?
You look glistening, but that's all.
Here she go. I'm late. Honest Day stuff has come across my desk. Hey y'all. I bet you.
Hey, Dr. Ho.
can't even come in nicely. He got to come in with his mess. Anyway, thank you, mods. What's up, my gladiators? Thank you so much for doing what you do. I'm not blushing. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on today. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all, why do y'all do this every morning? Y'all throw me off. You throw me off. Anyhow.
I mean, you just are blushing just a little TT. Just a little TT. As the country folks say, just a little TT.
And here she goes, co-signing with them.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Today, guys, we have a lot going on today. It is our Hump Day review. I'm not blushing. Okay, I'm moving on. We are over here. It is our Hump Day review. We have a lot on the docket. We have a lot to talk about today, especially our main story. It was really gut wrenching. So we'll go ahead and make sure that we talk about it today. So make sure you guys tune in. Do we have any housekeeping announcements? Yes, we have just a few. As you guys know, we are on all social media platforms. That's right. Pyro Media Network is on all social media platforms. Make sure you guys are following them. You can go ahead and follow them at Pyro Media Network everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, everything. Lada. You can go ahead and find them.
Hey, Mama Corbett.
Oh, Mama Corbett is in the building. What's up, Queen? How you doing? She came out from
Hi,
the
Mama.
Will not be long. Just wanted to say hello. We appreciate you, Mama. Thank you so much for coming on through. Love you,
Mama
boo.
Corbett.
Yes. Thank you, Mona, because he's full of cat. You know, I'm not doing it. Yes. Grand rising to Mama Corbett. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and make sure you guys are signing up for the hotspot, the patreon.com/Pyro Media. Make sure you guys are joining right there on the hotspot on Patreon. We got some exclusive stuff for you guys, especially tomorrow. We have a new episode of the one and the only, y'all's favorite Pyro Cocktail Hour with yours truly, Mona and I. So that's what we get to cut up in rare form. Mom, you can't come to this episode, okay? The Pyro Cocktail Hour you can't come to. It's a whole type of.
We love you.
We love you though, but you just can't come to this one. This is not for you. We love you though so much. Anyway, yes, all rise for the queen, Mama Corbett. Anywho, make sure you guys are also heading over to gospelmusicchoiceawards.com and voting for Just Dominic if you haven't done so already. This phase, he is a finalist in for Video Project of the Year. Make sure you guys check out Our Brother from Another Mother and make sure you guys Yeah, I think you can only vote once in this phase. It's the finalist voting. So make sure you guys support, because I know before it was unlimited voting. You can vote as many times a day. But make sure you guys are voting for him. We want to make sure that he wins. If not, at least get him into second place. Okay?
Yes.
The fact that he was nominated was just dope.
Yes.
So I'm really proud of him. So make sure you guys are voting for him. She can come if she wants to. I'll approve it. No, you cannot. Your mom says I won't. I can't with y'all. Anywho, we have a programming adjustment. We do have Pyro Power Hour Reality TV Edition is no longer going to be Reality TV Edition. It is just going to be a regular Power Hour because we have too much going on Tuesdays, I realize, and then I don't have enough time to get it over to stuff on Wednesday. So I want to make sure that I report on that day. So I will be covering Power Hour on Tuesday in the evening. We'll have a little evening show. So and we'll incorporate reality TV in the shows moving forward, but I don't think we need a dedicated show. It's just too much going on. There's too much reality TV, and I'm just getting really fed up with just how Bravo and the system and the formula of Bravo is. It's just really annoying now. So but that's how it's gonna be. Do we have anything else? No, I think that is it, y'all. Yes, we do have some breaking news. We have a lot of breaking news, actually. Let's go ahead and get into it. Are you ready, Mona?
Yes.
Let's get into it. Whoo, baby. A lot of breaking news on today. Let me pull up my notes here. All right. So, voting technology company Smartmatic and the far-right network One America News said Tuesday that they had settled a defamation lawsuit stemming from the outlet's lies about the 2020 election. The case has been resolved to a confidential agreement. OAN attorney Chip Babcock, told CNN. Both parties declined to share details about the settlement.
2020 is more pertinent, more pertinent in 2024 than it was in 2020.
Oh,
Jesus
real,
Christ.
girl. Like we're still peddling the big lie. Like the big lie, for those who don't know, is regarding Trump saying that the elections were rigged. That was a really big deal.
Right.
You can't sit there and lie about the fabric of our democracy. Like we literally hold everything in order because of the fact that we're able to vote. And if you're saying that is compromised, which it wasn't, it was a free and fair election. Whether we like, just like it was a free and fair election when Trump's orange ass won. Just because we don't like it doesn't mean that it was not a free and fair election. So these conservative, right wing, MAGA leaning type situations are are getting their just desserts. So good luck. But I do find it interesting that they're not talking about the case. Go ahead, Mona. I'm sorry.
You know, the strangest thing to me is the fact that if you say that the election was rigged, you said that they went against you, why would you want to run in the election again?
Right. So there's that. Speaking of elections, we do have another situation that is going on. House Republicans this morning send impeachment articles against Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, to the Senate, setting the stage for a trial. Take a look at this.
Ali, let's also now talk about Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, as I had mentioned. So House Speaker Johnson is expected to send these articles of impeachment later today. But this came after Senate conservatives asked for a delay last week. Walk us through what we've seen so far. Why did they delay the process, and what do you think we'll see happen?
Yeah, it's a little bit of Groundhog Day when it comes to actually transmitting these articles of impeachment against the sitting Homeland Security Secretary. Initially, you're right. This was supposed to happen last week. And then after pressure from some conservative hardliners on the Senate side, the House side said, okay, we'll wait a few days. We'll do this next week. The key from the Senate conservatives that I was talking to was to make sure that this wasn't a trial that started on a Thursday, which it would have last week. And Thursdays are typically days that senators like to go, all right, we're getting out of town and we're going home. Instead, doing it on a Tuesday allows them the rest of the week to apply pressure on Senator Schumer, but that pressure isn't taking them anywhere. And frankly, that's one of the questions that I asked the senators. I said, hey, have you guys talked to anyone who's going to be voting differently on Tuesday than they would have on the prior Thursday? I got a little bit reamed out in the room for that one, because the reality is they don't have the votes for an actual conviction in this trial, but instead they're just pushing for the trial itself.
Yeah, I mean, Schumer has already said he plans to move to dismiss the charges. 43 senators wrote a letter to him urging him to hold a full impeachment trial. What is Schumer required to do?
Well, look, he's going to do this as quickly as possible within the rules, though those conservative senators say that the rules are that you need to hold a trial, that the defense witnesses need to be in there, that the person who's actually being impeached needs to be subpoenaed and thusly in the room. All of those things are not happening. We don't expect the defense attorneys for Mayorkas to be there, certainly not Mayorkas himself. And I think the reality of this is just important to point out here. In order to convict Alejandro Mayorkas and actually impeach him, you would need a 2/3 majority, 67 votes. You definitely do not have that. You don't even have all 49 Republicans on board with the idea of impeaching him. Instead, to dismiss these charges, which is what we're going to see happen most likely, it only takes 51 votes. That's what we're going to see Schumer do, and that's what it's going to look like on Tuesday.
Thanks for watching.
So what are your thoughts about this, Mona? Because I don't understand why they're even doing this, but it doesn't make it like it made sense why you guys did this for said impeachment article or articles of impeachment rather for Joe Biden. It doesn't make sense for this because I mean I get it. You wanted to have a retaliatory type situation for Joe Biden because everybody went ahead and said articles of impeachment for Trump in his prior administration and he was impeached twice. So we get that. But I don't understand what the reasoning is for Alejandro Mayorkas and why, especially when they don't have a majority of their own party wanting to do this. So I don't see it.
You said it. It's the retaliation portion. It doesn't matter if it makes sense. There's retaliation. Yeah. It's because of the factor that they are trying to retaliate. Come on, Marjorie Greene is trying to take her own seat out. Because he's not doing what she want him to do. It's right. Retaliation. Unfortunately, like I say, if the Democrats walked away The Republican would eat their young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they gotta keep chaos. Chaos actually for them wins votes in their minds. In my opinion. Excuse me, in my opinion. So it's just retaliation again. There is no solid reason why. It's like trying to say, hey, I know why you got a cold.
Yeah. Well, that was breaking news, y'all. It is what it is. And so we'll keep an eye on those stories, and make sure you guys keep an eye on the stories as well. Make sure you guys are following this story, because it is important to know what's going on with our country. So it is what it is. So we'll keep an eye on it, but we're gonna talk about what's happening on today.
Wait, yes. I was just gonna say, Dr. Ho ditto. Impeach your mama.
Impeach your mama. A mess. What's happening today? Today it is National Cheese Ball Day. Cheese ball is more than just an adjective describing the Santa sweater your Aunt Janice wears every Christmas without, I didn't write this, by the way, without irony. Cheese balls are actually in vogue again, especially during the holidays, and of course, National Cheese Ball Day on April 17th. Basic ingredients often include cheddar cheese, cream cheese, green onion, and spices, sometimes coated with chopped pecans, and you can go vegetarian as well. Think of them as a kind of freestanding dip with all of your favorite party flavors rolled into one compact package. Still can't visualize man's greatest creation? Read on and get ready to smile demurely and quip when you overhear fellow whatever. Okay, it's National Cheese Ball Day. Yeah, apparently that's what.
I told you I'm gonna have a National Big Toe Day. Because every time it's always something, and for the record, in on these different days, I think somebody was sitting around high when they did these. I do.
I don't understand. I unfortunately I used to be like what I consider a mouse. I call myself a mouse because I love cheese. But I recently, within the past 3 months rather, been on a kind of pescatarian diet. So I don't have any cheese in my diet anymore. Who the entire rap made this dumbass? Listen, I didn't do it.
I'm gonna have a big toe
dip count because the one on the screen looks like Caucasianized. I've actually had cheese ball before. It's pretty good. It's usually during the holidays you get it. It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm used to a cheese ball coming with corned beef and green onions. I'm sorry.
That is hilarious. All right. Well, it's time for birthday shout outs. It's time for birthday shout outs, y'all. We are still in Aries season. Yay. Aries season. We're still here. Okay. Happy birthday goes to none other than Tammy Roman.
Lord.
So I
love crazy to say. I love that girl. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I love Tammy Roman. She was born April 17th, 1970 in Mount Vernon, New York. Tammy Roman, born Tamisha Akbar, is an American television personality, model, businesswoman, and actress. Roman first gained fame on The Real World Los Angeles in 1993 after making cameo appearances and starring in supporting roles in various television shows and films in the 1990s and 2000s. Roman became one of the breakout stars of VH1's Basketball Wives. Shout out to Tammy Roman. Happy birthday. Ooh. Here she go. You better put some enthusiasm behind the cupcake season. We love Aries season. Hallelujah. Yay. When is Aries season over?
Yeah, man.
It's all yes, happy birthday. It's never Let's get into our honorable mention. I like Tammy Roman. I think Tammy Roman is a power talent and underrated.
She is hilarious.
Her Bonner Chronicles.
Yes, Lord.
What's up, Keith? Grand Rising.
Hey, Keith.
Thank you for coming on through. We appreciate you. So first up, as the what's her name? Oh my God.
Elise.
Thank you. Kimberly Elise. Kimberly Elise was born April 17th, 1967 in Minneapolis. Kimberly Elise Tremmel is an American film and television actor. She made her feature film debut in Set It Off in 1996 and later received critical acclaim for her performance in Beloved in 1998. Somebody touch my inside part. You touched my inside part. I love Beloved. Anyway. Good movie. Iconic. Anyway.
Yes.
Last but not least, happy birthday goes to none other than Redman. Redman was born April 17th in 1970 in Newark, New Jersey. Reginald Noble, aka Redman, is an American rapper, DJ, record producer, and actor. He rose to fame in the early 1990s as an artist on the Def Jam label. He is also well known for his collaborations with his close friend Method Man as one of the rap duo Method Man and Redman, including their starring roles in films and sitcoms. He was also a member of the Def Squad in the late 1990s. Happy birthday to Redman.
I love him too. He is one of the realest people. Like, if you really just pay, he is very, 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 very real. And I love it about him.
It's like, happy birthday, everybody. Redman is cool, but we can just look. Right. What's up, Method Man? How you doing, sir? I got you some chocolate cake rib. Oh, wait a minute. You like, okay. All right, now. You like Redman? All right. Dr. Ho, Aries season ends in April 19th. Okay, so we just have a couple more days. We got a couple more days. Let's move on. Happy birthday to everybody that was born April 17th. We appreciate all that you guys do.
Lord, y'all something else.
They are a mess. Anyway, we got to pay some bills. And when we come back, we're going to go ahead and get into the rundown. So stay tuned. Stay like... Right, you heard him? Keith is being fresh this morning. Y'all go ahead and stay tuned. We'll be right. Oh, and check out this new sponsor to Pyro Media Network. Take a look. We'll see you on the other side.
Elevate your entertainment with Watch Vim. Discover the ultimate online streaming destination. Get an auto-renewing monthly subscription for unlimited content on all devices. Join us in supporting a Black-owned streaming platform that brings top-tier entertainment. Let the streaming excitement begin at Watch Vim, your seamless experience for endless entertainment. Stream online or download the Watch Vim app now.
Because self-care should be luxurious. Luxe Noir.
Are you ready for enlightening conversations that transcend boundaries? Get ready for Conversations with Clergy, brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network. In partnership with the world's largest publicly funded international collaboration, the HVTN is dedicated to evaluating vaccines to prevent HIV and COVID-19. But their impact doesn't stop there. The HVTN is at the forefront of advancing vaccinology, social and behavioral sciences, statistics, immunology, and even contributing to the research on tuberculosis and COVID-19 vaccines. By supporting Conversations with Clergy, the HVTN not only brings you thought-provoking discussions, but also contributes to the global effort to combat infectious diseases. Tune in, stay informed, and be a part of the change. Conversations with Clergy, supported by the HVTN, empowering conversations, empowering lives. Join us in this journey of knowledge, understanding, and progress. Conversations with Clergy proudly brought to you by the HIV Vaccine Trials Network, because together we can make a difference.
Hey pilots, did you know that you can now catch the electrifying sounds of Bulletin Flight Radio anywhere you go? Yes, you heard it right. Tune in to the high-flying beats and soaring melodies by downloading the TuneIn app on your mobile device. Just search for Bulletin Flight Radio and hit play. It's that easy. And if you have a smart device like Alexa or Google, just say, "Hey Google," or "Alexa, play Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn." Experience the rush of adrenaline wherever you are. Listen to Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn using your Alexa or Google devices. Soaring through the skies has never sounded this good. Don't miss out on the ultimate musical journey. Tune in now to Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn and let the music take you on an unforgettable ride. Get ready to elevate your listening experience. Brought to you by Bulletin Flight Radio.
And we're Black, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. If you're just tuning in, make sure you guys are hitting that like, share, and subscribe button. It does help the algorithm. And we want to shout out our newest sponsor, Vim Media. Shout out to Vim Media. Head over to watchvim.com to go ahead and get all of your Vim streaming needs. Okay, yeah. Lots of great Black shows on there, to include Dr. Dante's show that was an adaptation of his book. Go ahead and check it out. It is really really good, really good show. I went to his premiere and it was dope, so make sure you guys are back from the free. Cupcake, I saw your text message.
Love your favorite. Bye, Mama Ho.
Bye,
Mama Corbett. I'm sorry. Lord,
but shout out to Mama Holt too. Shout out to Mama Holt. I think today is her Deltaversary, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Dr. Holt, confirm Dr. Holt for me if I'm not mistaken. It might have been yesterday, or I think it's today. I'm almost positive it's today. But I could be wrong. But shout out to to Mama Holt as well. Cupcakes, what are you cooking? Yeah, what are you cooking, Cupcake?
My mama is cooking something too. It's smelling real nice.
Ooh. Oh, it was the other day. It was her Deltaversary, 45 years. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Still, shout out to Mama Ho. We love her. She's an honorary mama of. It was the other day. Okay, she's an honorary mama of the show. She's a mother on the mother's board. We appreciate her.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into some things here. We got a lot to talk about. Oh, I'm on the wrong. But before we get into today's show and to get into the rundown, we have to do the shades of the day.
Yes.
And I also have to. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my honorary.
Yes. And today we have the branded.
Ooh.
You see it. The eye. You see it. The branded. Now this is for when you going out at night and you want to still be fly. And you want to still be fly.
Yes. I like it.
Yes, this is for that nighttime. You can still be out. You ain't got to change your glasses. It's a light tint, and you're still just killing the game.
Yes. Make sure you guys visit succulenteyes.com, and that's eyes with a Z if you're listening on Bulletin Flight Radio. Succulenteyeswithaz.com.
And for all y'all folks that got teenagers, prom is coming up. I went to an event yesterday and got some young men, and they were getting ready for prom. And look here, Come on, prom is coming. With these
Yes.
babies, these men need these nice glasses so they can be fly with their young ladies.
Yes. Come on, look cute now. Look cute. Well, shout out to Succulent Eyes, one of our sponsors and friends of the show. We appreciate you and all that you guys do. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into support small black businesses, y'all, for real. Let's go ahead and get into the rundown. The rundown. First up, we have a lot to talk about. First up, I don't know who this boy is. His name is Young Boy, NBA Young Boy. Apparently, he's a little rapper.
Yeah, never broke ever. Never broke again.
Okay, got it. Never broke again, Young Boy. Okay, cool. See, that's what we have going on here because I didn't know about this little boy. The Baton Rouge rapper has recently found himself in cuffs once again. This time in Utah, of all places. Despite being under strict house arrest in the state, Young Boy, whose real name is Kentrell Gaulden, was arrested on multiple charges on Tuesday evening, April 16th. As reported by jail records from the Cache County Sheriff's Office. According to the news outlet, the charges against Young Boy include a range of offenses such as a pattern of unlawful activity, attempting to procure drugs / prescriptions, identity fraud, forgery, possession of controlled substances, and possession of a dangerous weapon by a restricted person.
He was sent to Utah, to be on this house arrest, very strict. And you supposed to be out the way, bro. He has a child with Floyd Mayweather's daughter. And you supposed to be out the way.
Yeah.
They gonna end up locking you up. They was giving you some freedom. You could, make a little music or something. You got some free. You just saying, forget that freedom.
Right.
I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know.
Yeah. We're gonna have a high council meeting after this show. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, we're gonna have a high council meeting after the show. Anyway, I just looked at my text messages. Oh, you're a whole criminal. Anywho, I don't understand what the problem is. It's too much. But what is not too much is Black excellence. And let's move on from him and get into some Black excellence. We have two on the Black excellence docket today. And first up goes to Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin, after an amazing 14-year career in the NBA, veteran forward Blake Griffin officially announced his retirement this past Tuesday. The big news and sports update came through a post on his official Instagram account where he expressed gratitude for the journey he had in professional basketball. He began his post by saying, quote, "I never envisioned myself as the guy who would have a letter to basketball retirement announcement. And I'm still not going to be that guy." But as I reflected on my career, the one feeling I kept coming back to, and the one thing I wanted to express was thankfulness. He plays basketball. Okay.
Yeah, he's in the NBA.
Cupcake. Yes, he's in the NBA. The National Basketball Association, because I am a sports connoisseur and expert. Okay, I am the one that everybody goes. ESPN gets their information from me.
All right.
He's been on many teams. Okay, he's been on many teams. He's done a lot. And so we thank him for all that he's done. One of the teams that he was on the Celtics, and so that was one of his teams. But he's been traded. He's done a lot of different things.
Oh God, you made me burp. You are crazy.
Okay. Yes, I am a sports connoisseur. Yeah. Thanks. Let's move on.
God.
You don't know a dog. What about those sports? I go here. Michaela, I don't need all this. I'm a sports connoisseur, okay? ESPN comes to me for all of the information. Thank you so much.
That is hilarious.
But shout out to the handsome Blake Griffin. Thank you so much for all of your contributions to sports, because I am a sports expert and I know all of the things that you have done. Okay? Stats, things, all of it. Congratulations. Let's move on. Came through. Let's move on.
I'm trying not to even look at y'all right now because I can't. Y'all gonna make me laugh and I'm gonna choke.
We also want to give a congratulations and shout out Black excellence that is Megan Thee Stallion on being awarded the Catalyst of Change Award at the 2024 Planned Parenthood Gala. Take a look at an excerpt from her speech.
We need to create communities where women can receive sexual and reproductive health care with the love, respect, and compassion that they deserve. I promise to continue to do my part and use my platform to break down barriers and empower women all around the world.
Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. She just keeps glowing and growing. I know that's right. Keep focusing on what you're doing, girl, and don't worry about these haters out there.
Every time somebody try to take her down, every time somebody try to do something to her, God glow her up more. Keep doing it.
Hold on, Michaela, don't get blocked. Don't get blocked, girl. All right, not too much. Anyway, I have a sports. Lots of stats. Okay, statistics and things. But anyway, we're focusing on Megan Thee Stallion. Blake Griffin is over. Okay, we're focusing on Meg. So congratulations to her.
Yes.
Anyway, that was Black Excellence, y'all. Thank you guys so much for that. Shout out to Blake Griffin and Megan Thee Stallion. Next up, I'm going to make this so quick because he's so freaking annoying. Tesla will ask its shareholders to vote to approve the 2018 pay package that made CEO Elon Musk among the world's richest people, but that a Delaware judge threw out earlier this year. The pay package gave Musk options to buy 303 million split adjusted shares of Tesla at the cost of $23.34 a share, $23.34 a share. My ring. A share at the time that a Delaware court threw out the pay package in January, it was worth $51 billion. But a drop in the value of Tesla shares since has reduced its value to $40.7 billion. In an initial vote in 2018, 73% of Tesla shares not held by Musk or his brother at that time voted in favor of the package. The company's proxy statement filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission early Wednesday, announcing plans for the vote, said that, quote, ratification will restore Tesla's stockholder democracy. Yep. I don't care. All right. So I just wanted to report it to you guys. That's all I got.
Cupcake cakes, cue the tomatoes.
Yeah. For real though. Good luck, girl. It's rich people problems. Anywho, Ryan Garcia and his said that he's going to sue Devin Haney for shoving him during their face-off without his consent. Take a look at the actual incident, and we'll get into this whole situation. So here's what he posted, and then I'm gonna get into the commentary on this in a second. Ryan Garcia posted, he said, Devin touched me without my consent. I'm suing him for putting his hands on me, and I identify as a woman. So he touched me as a grown man and hit a grown woman, and I'm LGBTQ+. So now it's a hate crime. So this is so effed up. This is so effed up. And he put a bunch of rainbow signs in there. Now, I don't know if he's a part of the LGBTQIA+ community. I do not believe that he identifies as a woman because you are in a male sport. At least if you're going to be identifying as a woman, then you would play women's professional boxing, but you're not doing that. You're fighting a man, which would be illegal, in at least as far as I know. So I don't understand what that's about, or why you needed to go there. I think first of all, Ryan, Mr. Ryan, I think you're weird. I think something's wrong with you. I've just been seeing a lot of stuff. I'm not a real big fan of yours. I think you're just weird. I think you do weird shit, and you're just you're bringing in the LGBTQI+ community for no. Using us as a crutch is just gross. That's all I'm gonna say. What are your thoughts, Ramona?
Oh, don't nobody get mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
But if you identify as a woman, women don't have to sit and argue with men, because if you swing, if you mess around and a man swing on you, so we don't really argue with men. So for you to use that as a means of saying that, first and foremost, for the community, is disrespectful. It's disrespectful. So and as a woman, if that's what you're identifying as, we don't sit up and we're not arguing with men. That can be dangerous. That's like me trying to argue with Kwame. No, Kwame, no. I'm not
No,
gonna argue with no man.
it's
For
not.
what?
But
So he
but
can knock my block
but
off?
they're fighting. They're in a professional sport. Okay, like I get it, but you don't need to sit there and make it seem like you're like, oh, now it's a hate crime, so I'm gonna sue you. You're gonna sue him.
For
You
what?
guys are getting ready to fight. Like you guys are getting ready to fight in a match, in a boxing match.
And that's what I was getting ready to go to next. So you took the words right out of my mouth. Secondly, is the factor, sir, man, I don't know what whatever your name is. You are in a man's sport, talking about you identify as a woman.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna just go back to what I said and I'm done. It's disrespectful. It was disrespectful.
Anyhow, I just.
But I like a little heat before a fight now. Let's just be real. I like a little
Girl.
heat before a fight now. But I don't think that
Girl.
that's necessary.
This was dumb. Anywho, let's move on. We have a news update actually. You guys remember when we talked about what's his name, Jared Carmichael, and I think we talked about it. Yeah, we talked about it last week when he did that whole post or that comedy bit, and he's receiving backlash about what was going on between what was it, the backlash with his kind of like race play comments. He went on the Breakfast Club, and this is what he said. Take a listen.
There's a couple things I want to make clear about that.
But let's start off for people that don't know.
Charlotte,
he came in hot.
This is on YouTube. People will see this shit. People will see this.
Charlamagne gave you donkey today.
Gave me donkey today.
For what, Charlamagne?
Gave me donkey. No, I'm gonna get into it.
Okay.
So first of all, because the thing I want to clear up, and it's very, very important, that people got a short attention span. I want to make sure that they hear this part first, because you reported on you played a clip of my stand-up, but it started at the punchline and it like completely erased the setup of it, and I really don't like that. It made it seem like I was talking like I'm into some type of race, sexual, slavery role play with my boyfriend, which is untrue. It's so false. And I expect that type of thing from TMZ because they have no humanity. They don't care about the people that get hurt when they report these sort of things. But you're a friend, so I really didn't like that. I know you repeated it in the Neil interview. I didn't like that. That was very, very unfair. It was a joke.
I saw that clip though.
But yeah, I need you to watch the show. And anybody who watches the show, it's not what I said. Yeah, it's so false. It's so untrue, and I don't like that because it's like no. Well, we'll get into that later.
It's a joke about reading.
It has nothing to do with my boyfriend. It has nothing like the sex that we have. It's about my boyfriend reading so much. He makes me feel insecure about my level of reading. And look, I get it. It's something that people have been running with because I have a white boyfriend. So like people like try and create some type of crazy story out of that. Like, and it's a small group of people really. Like I read all the tweets and it's like some gay black men and some Ku Klux Klan members who don't like that I have a white boyfriend. And they agree on that. So congratulations. Like the Klan and Dr. Umar and, some people find some common ground on that. But he's a human being. He deserves respect. I deserve respect. I don't appreciate things being misreported or like said about him in that way. It's completely false. So I don't like that. I just want to make that clear. That's not something I know you were just reading the news, but like you're a friend and I want you to like actually have nuance with these stories. Like, look, I'm a human being and like people are people can get hurt. There are actually real lives at stake with the things that you say. And look, come after me, that's fine. But don't come after like my boyfriend who
I don't
has
think we came
like,
at your
other-
boyfriend though. We knew it was about
Well,
you.
I'm saying when that's in the headline and that's reported, like, and then misreported, like, oh, he's into race slave play with his white boyfriend. I don't like that headline because it's false. It's not true at all. Now, on to Dave Chappelle.
No, stick to the joke.
I want y'all to see this.
I sometimes joke to him that like our relationship is like that of like a slave and the master's son who like teaches me how to read by candlelight. Yeah, he groans too because he's a good person. He doesn't like that fucking joke. I like that joke. That's my burden. I think that shit's hilarious.
So what did Charlemagne miss? Now listen, I'm not a Breakfast Club fan. I don't. I think that they do a lot of, there's a lot of misogyny and a lot of homophobia, homomistic rather, bullshit that goes on there, and especially transvestic bullshit that goes on there. But he didn't misreport or misrepresent what you said, dude. You said that.
Right.
And whether you intended to say something different, that's not what came out. So that's what people are responding to. It's not a false report. It didn't just come out of nowhere. A false report would have been like, hey, girl, Jared Carmichael said that there was rape and you never said anything. We saw what she said. I don't care if it was a part of a bigger joke or a part of whatever bit and punchline that we saw that clip. That's what people are having an issue with. And regardless if that was, and I went ahead and went to go see what the hell he was talking about and see the entire bit in its entirety. And guess what? It still feels the same. Don't BS us, girl. Let's move on. I don't know what else to say on that. You have anything else? Can we move?
Next.
Yeah, okay.
Because hit hot dog. Somebody said it. Hit dogs holler. So next.
I mean, period. We heard you the first time. This ain't about Rita. You lied. That's what I'm saying, girl. All right. So this particular story pissed me off. A Houston, Texas mother is being accused of leaving her 2 kids at home alone for almost a freaking week while she vacationed on a cruise. Check this out. Ridiculous. What is going on?
A Houston area mother has been arrested after police say she left her 2 young children alone to go on vacation. Court documents accuse Lakeisha Williams of abandoning her 6 and 8-year-old kids at their luxury high-rise apartment last Thursday. Meantime, she flew to Florida and then boarded a cruise to Puerto Rico. Officers who found the children on a welfare call Tuesday say the home was a mess, smelled like urine, and even showed that the 2 children, they tried to make themselves their own meals. Police also found a phone and camera that Williams says she was using to communicate with those kids.
You disgusting piece of shit. Okay? What is wrong with you? Ain't no cruise, ain't no damn airplane type freaking thing. There's nothing vacation or whatever for you to sit there and leave your kids for an entire week to fend for themselves. Are you kidding me? Talk about you were looking at them from a phone and from a camera. It doesn't matter, girl. You left your kids alone in the house for a week. What are your thoughts, Mona? I'm sorry.
Who was she? I have thoughts that they would need to be on Patreon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it clean. Whoever she was with, y'all need to be her too. Y'all knew she left her kids.
Yeah.
Y'all knew it. Yeah. Y'all knew she didn't have no baby. You living in a high rise, yet you don't have a babysitter.
Right.
You got money to go on a cruise, but you don't have a babysitter. They got that service, care.com, that they can find you babysitters. Baby, you have more than enough options to do that. But that just also lets me know that your family either are not around, first, or 2, you don't get along with them. And clearly we can see why.
Clearly, because from them messed up edges I'm looking at. Oh, bone neck. I'm so let me calm down and move on. It's time to move on. Good luck, ho. It's time for What About Your Health, y'all. What about your health? It's time for What About Your Health. So, there's a product recall on a particular this ointment, and I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's a Vietnamese ointment. Y'all need to be careful about this. Officials in California have issued a public health alert after a woman in Sacramento developed severe lead poisoning and died, or was unalive rather, after using a hemorrhoid ointment from Vietnam called Cowboy
Try gay.
Dao Dao. Okay. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing this. I'm not trying to be offensive. Cowboy Try K Dao Dao. I think that's how you pronounce it. In a Facebook post shared on March 29th, the Calaveras County Public Health announced a recall of the product. The post read, the state childhood lead poisoning prevention branch, CLPPB, urgently alerts you to a significant high risk associated with a Vietnamese herbal ointment called Cowboy Try K Dao.
I'm looking that up.
But why would you I don't understand. Like stuff like that, like hemorrhoid creams and all stuff, whatever. Just stick to what your doctor gives you, girl.
Wait, so they have survivors of this.
Mm-hmm.
I put in cowboy and it says survivors. Oh, Jesus.
So this is a lot. This is a whole lot. The woman in Sacramento developed severe lead poisoning and was unalive after using a hemorrhoid ointment from Vietnam. Testing of the hemorrhoid ointment found that it contained 4% lead, which is a highly dangerous amount. Lead is toxic. Exposure to any amount of lead can harm health. The woman purchased the ointment on Facebook, and a relative in Vietnam mailed it to her in the U.S. It is unclear if people can directly buy this ointment in the U.S. Whew. Jesus. Y'all need to be careful, y'all.
What's wrong with some tugs? I don't understand.
People can just buy the over-the-counter that the doctors promote. All that. I don't know why they gotta buy this stuff from overseas. That's what I'm saying. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Y'all need to just be careful, y'all. This is getting crazy. Popular seafood restaurant chain Red Lobster is considering filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy due to financial struggles. The chain has reportedly grappled with a high lease and labor costs, significantly impacting its cash flow. According to Bloomberg, anonymous sources claim that Red Lobster is working with the law firm King & Spalding to explore restructuring options. The pending bankruptcy filing aims to alleviate financial pressures by eliminating long-term contracts and renegotiating several leases. While discussions are ongoing, no final decision has been made yet. If Red Lobster proceeds with the Chapter 11 filing, it will continue to operate as it attempts to restructure its debts. This is crazy. Now, there was an issue a couple of years ago, back in 2014. Red Lobster was acquired by Golden Gate Capital after it was purchased through a leveraged buyout from Darden Restaurants. So they were already having issues before, but I'm sure that the economy has not helped since then. So that damn endless trip, y'all should have been stopped that promotion. Yeah, and them biscuits, them cheddar cheese biscuits, girl. Them Cheddar Bay biscuits?
Yes.
Woo!
Look here. The Red Lobster used to be the spot, though.
Girl, we love it. Michaela says, don't care. Don't really like the food cap personal beef rate lobster. So, and you can buy the cheddar. Yeah, you can buy the cheddar biscuits at the grocery store. Yeah. I don't think the lobsters over at Red Lobster are that, when you have good lobster, it's Red Lobster in places like that, Sizzler, those places that are like, okay,
They used to have it back in the day, because for one, you used to be able to pick it out the I don't know if you can still do that. You can pick it out which one you want.
Yeah. I don't know if they still do that though, but yeah. Well, good luck. We hope we'll see. Beyonce made y'all popular for a while. When Lemonade came out, so she gave you a boost. She tried. So, good luck though. O.J. Simpson. Contrary to popular belief, O.J. Simpson's estate is not flooded with millions of dollars. During an exclusive interview with TMZ Live, his executor says it falls short of what one might expect about significant debts owed, especially to Ron Goldman's family. Take a look.
Your statement that Fred can file this claim, is that kind of an open door that you will negotiate with him? Some kind of resolution?
I'm obligated to as an executor, and I don't want to get into the legalese of it, but I know from litigating with Fred Goldman through lawsuits he's filed against OJ in the past here in Nevada that he has a valid claim. So that's not the issue anymore. That is a valid claim, and it will be accepted into the estate.
That's a big statement. So you're now acknowledging that he is a creditor based on the civil judgment, and that he is now in line to get some amount of money from this estate?
That's accurate. He is a claimant. I haven't reached out to his representatives formally. Within the next few weeks, I will invite Fred Goldman, Sharon Rufo, and the Brown family to show them my homework, because I've hit the ground running since Thursday evening when I found out I was the executor from A to Z with the entirety of control over Mr. Simpson's estates. And I'm going to invite them in before that time to show them what's there and show them what I've done.
I am stunned.
So I don't know why you're stunned, sir. Like, I mean, this happens all the time. People think, especially when you have like a criminal past or alleged, past like this. So I'm not even surprised by this. What are your thoughts, Ramona, on this?
I mean, I'm not shocked. I hate to say I already knew the day they said that they announced that the man died. I was like, they get ready to file against his estate. I mean, we already knew what that was going to be. Yeah, he was found not guilty in the criminal case, but in the civil case he was. So I'm just not shocked. Like, I ain't gonna even say it's going to get ugly, because the way it could potentially go is his family won't be able to have anything, because they're going to be able to take everything. Now, if we play chess and he slid everything into his family's name,
well, that's a whole nother situation. That is a whole nother situation. But guess what? Y'all gonna have to figure that out. Right, allegedly. We're gonna say allegedly.
Allegedly.
We're gonna keep it allegedly because we don't want no problems. Praise Jesus. We don't want no problems. It's all alleged. All right, next up, let's move on to Nicki Minaj and her husband. It looks like the international leg of Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday tour will be a family affair after all. Kenneth Petty, the husband of rap superstar Nicki Minaj, recently received court approval to travel internationally so he can accompany her on her upcoming Pink Friday 2 world tour across Europe. Judge Michael Fitzgerald in Los Angeles approved a travel order for Kenneth Petty, who is on federal probation due to his failure to register as a sex offender. So this was, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this was the petition. Yeah, and this was provided by Megan Kuneff. Forgive me for mispronouncing her name, but this was a petition that was requested. Is this a petition that was requested? Oh, this is the petition that was requested. And then and I'll put this all on Patreon, you guys, so you guys can see it better. And then this was the court order that granted the ex parte application. So yeah, I don't care, girl.
He's a criminal.
I mean,
criminal. He's a criminal. And this is the thing. Even though he has the ability to now travel with her, he still may not be able to go, because there are some countries that may not let him in for that reason, because on his passport, it will say what his issue is. So he may not still get to go.
Yeah, he may not. Well, do I want to go into this? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and skip the question of the day because we're running low on time, and I want to make sure we'll save this for Friday. I want to get into this last story. Oh no, it's not the last story. The second to last story. I saw this and I like my heart broke. And I know you guys probably have seen it throughout social media recently, but this really made a lot of people like just their heart was broken, and there's a lot of issues going on with it. But an 81-year-old man, William Brock, being harassed by bewildering scam calls has led to the unaliving of a 61-year-old Uber driver, Loletha Hall. Take a look.
Here behind me is where a scam call turned deadly, and I'm going to step out of the way here so you can get a look here. The man who lives here is accused of shooting and killing an Uber driver. He now faces a murder charge and potential other charges. According to reports, authorities say William Brock had been receiving multiple threatening scam calls the morning of March 25th. The calls were concerning an incarcerated relative, and Brock was told to meet at the courthouse to pay a ransom of $12,000 in bail money, or they would kill him and his relative. Around the same time of the call, Loletha Hall received directions from the same person or an accomplice, instructing her to go to Brock's home to pick up a package for delivery. Dashcam video from Hall's car shows her arrive to Brock's home to pick up that package. According to reports from the Clark County Sheriff's Office, Brock allegedly had a gun. This video appears to confirm that. The incident report says Brock allegedly took Hall's phone and wouldn't let her leave, and when she tried to go, authorities say Brock then shot Hall. They started fighting, and he shot her 2 more times. Authorities received a call from Brock saying he had shot someone on his property because they were trying to rob him. When units arrived, they found Hall with multiple gunshot wounds, and Brock was bleeding from his head. Hall was flown to Kettering Hospital in Dayton, where she died. Reports say while officials were on scene, Brock's landline phone kept ringing, and when one officer picked it up, the man on the other line said he was an officer. And the real officer explained what happened and asked the caller to meet. And he agreed, but never showed up. We reached out to Uber, and they responded with this statement saying in part, quote, "There is no other way to describe this incident than a horrific tragedy. Our hearts continue to be with Loletha's loved ones as they grieve her sudden loss. We have been in contact with law enforcement and remain committed to supporting their investigation." End quote. Uber also went on to say the account of the individual who ordered the Uber trip has been banned. The sheriff's office is also reminding residents to be extra cautious and that no law enforcement agency or court will call you and demand for bail money over the phone. That goes for any other court functions as well. Reporting in Springfield, Grace Hewitt, 2 News.
I mean, this was crazy, you know, and a lot of people are saying, you know, there's mixed reviews. I've seen it on TikTok. There's some people saying, well, he didn't know, you know, he was just, you know, I don't think that you should shoot first and ask questions later. I think, like, you know, that some people feel that that's what, you know, they should did. That wasn't what needed to happen. And the fact that she was trying to leave, she wasn't a threat to you. So, you know, it would be one thing if she was trying to like stay on the premises and trying to, you know, attack you or whatever. That would be one thing. But she was leaving. You know, she was doing her job, and you know, I'm sure she was doing. You know, she was what 61 years old. That's in retirement age. So she was probably just getting extra money.
I feel like first and foremost, condolences to her family.
Absolutely.
She could barely walk, just like he could barely walk.
Yeah.
And there was no common sense used here, because even though you were getting scam calls, telling you all this about the ransom, you should. I know they target our elder, but I know that I'm not going to get a ransom call to go to a police station and pay. If it's a ransom call, first off, they ain't gonna tell me to go to the police station. Like, there was no common sense used in any situation. And I know she probably, stuff we didn't get to see, she probably was explaining what it was, but he didn't hear any of that.
No. And I wonder if she was white, if she would have got the same treatment. I doubt it, but you know, it is what it is. My God, on today, we just praying for the family, and we're keeping, the ones that were left behind, in serious prayer. All right, y'all. Here's the
That
main
makes me
story.
mad.
It really does. It's really frustrating, senseless. Let's get into the main story of the day. The family of a 25-year-old Carlos Collins has paid the ultimate price after they claim Collins reached out to police for help and they dropped the ball. Marcus Johnson, an ex-police officer, is now in custody for stalking and unaliving his ex-boyfriend Carlos Collins. Now Collins's family is seeking justice and searching for answers. Take a look.
Grieving Jackson family following the court appearance of the man accused of killing their loved one, Carlos Collins.
I'm going to continue to get emotional until the day I die.
Collins' mom, Ashley Hudson, says she wants her dead son's case to be moved out of Hinds County because of the alleged killer's ties to the Jackson Police Department.
Justice will not be served here in Jackson, Mississippi for my son.
Friday, former Jackson police officer Marcus Johnson was denied bond in municipal court. Johnson is accused of attacking his ex-boyfriend with an axe before shooting and killing him at the Tapestry Northridge Apartments on Tuesday. In court, 16 WAPT learned Collins had a Ring doorbell video, and detectives say the whole murder was caught on camera.
My brother was a light in this dark world. Even now that he's gone, he's still overpowering the darkness that Marcus bestowed upon him. My brother will live on.
The judge denied Johnson's bond, saying that he was a flight risk after leading multiple law enforcement agencies on a police chase into Louisiana. The family has questions as to why it was never mentioned in court that Johnson was a former Jackson police officer.
I feel like my brother might not get justice if it stays in his district.
In Jackson, Michaela Franklin, 16 WAPT News.
This is absolutely disgusting. It is literally. He thought he was gonna get bond. Go live under the prison. I don't know what to say about this other than it is extremely important for our Black men, gay, straight, whatever, to seek therapy and get help. Seriously, because mental illness is super real, and not just for those who are dealing with mental illness and mental illness problems, but also those who may be a little more functioning than others, to watch out for signs that could lead to a dangerous situation like this. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I'm sorry, Michaela. I had to report. This is what's going on. It has been a little dark today, but I definitely wanted to bring awareness to Carlos Collins and make sure that his story is told and that he gets justice for this, because this was a senseless and unnecessary loss.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Ramona?
My heart goes out to his mother. She said she'll grieve for the rest of her life. And we also have to pay attention to signs. When it comes to being with a partner and I don't care if it's heterosexual or homosexual, pay attention to when your partner starts showing those signs, because a lot of times, unfortunately, and I don't care on what side of the spectrum you're on, there are signs prior to certain things.
Yeah.
And I know, you can get restraining orders and things like that, but I am a believer, if I got to get a restraining order against you, I got something, I got the blinky.
Yeah.
Because people are not stable anymore today. They're just, and it's women too. It ain't just men, it's women too. People are just not stable anymore. And if I gotta get a restraining order on you, I gotta get the blinky to go along with that, because I'm gonna create this paper trail that's gonna make sure. Because it's senseless. A mother has lost her child, a family member, he was a brother,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew, that's gonna do it for us today, y'all. I know that was a lot, but I wanted to make sure that his story was told, because I think that people think that everything is all rainbows and sunshine within the Alphabet Mafia community, and it's not. There's a lot of issues that go unnoticed and go untold and unspoken of. And when you have connections with the police department like he does, it creates a narrative and it creates a concern that the police department may not be impartial to the situation. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful about all of this.
And Jackson is known for, isn't it Jackson that they just found all the bodies behind the prison as well? So I can see why the family wants to move the actual everything proceedings out of Jackson. I absolutely understand that.
Yeah. Whew. All right, y'all. Well, that's going to do it for Pyro Power Hour today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We have a special, that's what the programming note was. We have a special viewing or special show because last week something was going on with YouTube and StreamYard, so we weren't able to get the Nicole DeVick live out last week. So we're doing it today in place of She Is Phenomenal. She Is Phenomenal is off today, so it will be at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time today. Nicole DeVick live, a special episode, and then she'll have a guest on. She'll be live tomorrow on Nicole DeVick live. So definitely check it out. Dr. Vic is out here doing the damn thing. Can we end on a light note? Play that. I was actually gonna play that, but we're gonna play this for Cupcake at based on popular demand. Take a look. A hot mess. I can't stand y'all. Y'all are so stupid. All right, y'all. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Also, Cupcake, this is for you. Say hi. He said hello. How you doing? All right, y'all. We love you guys. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for Pyro Cocktail Hour at 7:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that is, what is that? 7:15. That's 10 p.m. East Coast time. Okay, we'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, stay blessed, stay stress-free, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace, y'all. Oh, wait, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, bye. Bye, y'all.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.